Hey everybody, it's your boy Jay with another one. Appreciate you guys joining me again. Appreciate the subs. Support has been it's been unheard of, man. I appreciate everything that you guys, you know, are showing me, support and everything. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, as usual, an introduction. My name is Mkondeleli Jeremy Muthala, and this is the Why Me channel, and our slogan is undemanding. I'm really getting good at this now. Yeah, undemanding. Undemanding in a sense that we demand nothing else than for you to be yourself. Okay, nothing else but that. So yeah, man. Appreciate you guys joining, and today I thought we'd talk about something that has had a very big influential role in my upbringing, and that is video games. Today we're gonna talk about video games. So we're gonna talk about the negative and the positive side effects of gaming. You know, I'm a big gamer, man. At least I was. I'm kind of taking a break now because yeah, it got so bad to the point where I don't have control over my urges to participate in gaming and stuff, and almost derailed my life. So without any further ado, let's get into the first slide. Let me add myself first. You know how we do it in this channel, man. This is a norm now. Everybody knows I do this. I'm assuming this is too big, so I'm gonna shrink it a bit. Yeah. Um, Let me go to slide number 1 real quick. And got it. So the positive and negative side effects of gaming. See, gaming can be both positive and negative. Can have both positive and negative impacts on individuals. Let's explore the beneficial drawbacks of this popular form of entertainment. Yeah, I feel like popular is kind of understatement. I don't know, man. Like, this industry is huge. I think it's even bigger than you know the adult industry. It's bigger than that. You know how crazy that is. This thing is big, guys. Okay, it's big money here. No wonder everybody is investing billions, millions into this industry. It's crazy, man, and it only seems to be going up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as a gamer, I have noticed a bit of a setback in terms of the quality of the storytelling. But when it comes to visuals and gameplay, most of the time, top notch. You know, it has only gotten better with time, and in 2024, it's probably gonna be crazy, guys. I can't wait for all the stuff that's gonna drop this year and next year. Um, I didn't watch it live, but I had the privilege of watching the Game Awards on YouTube. It was pretty cool. I saw some cool game announcements. Last year was a big year for gaming, guys. Like, huge. You know, really cool titles came out. Alan Wake 2. That's that's a cult classic right there. Alan Wake. If you haven't played Alan Wake and you're a gamer, man, I I want you to hop on that, man. Hop on the OG Alan Wake. Still good to this day. I remember playing that on my potato PC about like 2 or 3 years ago, man. That stuff was crazy. Cause I mean, this game is old, but I mean, it still held up pretty good. Yeah, man. It was fun. Frame rates were everywhere, going high, low. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So slide number two, um, positive impacts of gaming. So gaming, the positive impacts. Number one, improved problem solving skills. Okay. So gaming challenges players to think critically and find creative solutions, fostering development of problem solving skills. Yeah, this is so true, man. These other games out there where they give you little to no hint at all, and you're just supposed to basically find your way at solving or completing the mission, if I can say. Games like Hitman, Metal Gear, you know, especially Hitman. Hitman has more than one way of completing a mission, so that's pretty dope. It forces the player, it encourages the player to be creative in solving a certain problem. There's no right way of doing it per se. So yeah, man, I really admire that about gaming. It's really taught me to not stay boxed in when it comes to coming up with solutions and also exploiting certain bugs. Certain games have bugs and you can exploit them, you know, stuff like that. So moving on to number two, increased social interaction. It depends. For me, not much because I wasn't really that much of an online gaming fan. And to be honest with you, I never really grew up as an online gamer, so that type of environment was not really for me to begin with. You get what I'm saying? I was more of a linear story mode type guy. Still am, to be honest, but yeah, I give the online thing. I gave it a try, but yeah, primarily I still am a story mode type of guy. So multiplayer games provide opportunities for players to connect and cooperate, enhancing their social skills and fostering teamwork. That's true, man. Games such as Call of Duty, Fortnite, um, Apex, Battlefield, just to name a few. These games, you huddle up in teams or clans or whatever you call them. Depending on whatever game you play, and you can create friends that are literally halfway across the world. Okay, this is so cool. You can interact with them, and they can actually even be your real life friends in real life. So number three, enhance cognitive ability. So studies suggest that certain games can improve attention span, memory, and cognitive flexibility, benefiting overall cognitive function. Yeah, that's true. When it comes to hand-eye coordination, I think all games um, um, kind of enhance the hand-eye coordination thing, and also it depends on whatever game it is. Obviously, if it's a more fast-paced game, the higher the hand-eye coordination is going to be demanded from the player, thus making their hand-eye coordination better over time. And memory, yeah, it depends on the game. you know some games you can literally be brain dead and just play throughout the entire game without even having to remember jack, and you'll be fine. Attention span, yeah, yeah, true. You have to be attentive in order to actually, you know, um, not die in the game or not fail the mission or whatever. You have to be zoned in. Okay. So, development of strategic thinking. So, many games require players to strategize and make decisions under pressure, honing their analytical and strategic thinking abilities. Games such as your Watch Dogs, Hitman again, um, let me see, Metal Gear, Call of Duty. There might be a timer at a specific mission where you need to evacuate certain people from a certain in place so that they don't die or whatever. So it games put you in those sort of situations where you have to think quick, and yeah, I mean that can help with your strategic thinking over time. Yeah. Okay, coming up on the negative side effects of gaming. You know, just like I said before, guys. I'm not trying to bash on gaming and say that it's bad, but if it's not controlled, it can the results can be devastating for whoever the gamer is. So here we are with the negative impacts of gaming. So number one, impacted physical health. Yep, that's true, man. That's true. I cannot tell you how bad or how trashy you'd be feeling if you're always on games every day. Like that jacks you up physically. You don't feel good. You don't feel good. Most people won't like to admit it, or they don't even recognize it. Like myself, I didn't even recognize it until later on, where I took a break. I'm taking a break, and I started working out and drinking water and trying to eat more healthier. Where I started realizing that what, for the most part of my life, I've actually been feeling crappy. And one of the things that I can actually um, correlate or include in the most part of my life is games. I've had games, like I said before, I've had games for the most part of my life. So yeah, gaming, you kind of forget about everything. You don't really care about your nutrition. You don't care about drinking water. Like if it gets bad, mind you, just just yeah, saying that. So excessive gaming can lead to a sedentary lifestyle, potentially resulting in physical health issues such as obesity and musculoskeletal problems. True, true. You know, could be eating junk fast foods because you don't have time to actually get off the game and make proper food. Most of the time, proper food takes some time to prepare. And when you're a gamer, like an extreme gamer, you don't have time to waste on preparing meals. You just want to get something to go, you know, and keep on gaming, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, social isolation, yeah, this one I know. This one I really do know. Okay. Excessive gaming can and may lead to social withdrawal and isolation, reducing face to face interactions and negatively impacting mental well being. True. Yeah. Um, this is the case with me. This is basically what video games kind of did to me, and I'm kind of on a road to recovery, and it's pretty good, man. I'm doing great, you know, trying to reiterate myself back into society and just literally just try to catch up on what I've missed over the years. I'm starting to realize that this world is so beautiful, and sometimes I just sit and I'm like, no wonder video games try to emulate the real world. It's because we are already living the best life. Okay, we already. That's why these games are so realistic. They, come with all these um, stereo sounds and everything, just to create the illusion of reality. Because ultimately, reality is better than everything else. Okay, reality is the best. So don't forget that when you're gaming. Don't forget that your real world is better than any other game that you could play. All right. I know at times, especially when you're in gaming too much, at times that might seem impossible to believe, but believe me, there is a lot to be cherished and enjoyed in real life. So number three, impaired sleep patterns. Oh yeah, that's so true. My sleeping patterns used to fluctuate up and down, man. I used to sleep at like 3 a.m., wake up at freaking 5 a.m. Sometimes sleep at like it's you never you never have a proper sleeping schedule, okay? This is also why you're always feeling crappy when you're a gamer. Okay, engaging in late night gaming sessions can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to sleep deprivation and negative effects on overall health and cognitive functions. Oh yeah, speaking of, gaming at night, imagine all the blue light from the screen hitting your eyes all night long while you're gaming. That's why most of these people that play video games, they end up having prescription glasses because their eyes are all jacked up from all the blue light that's been coming through their eyes all over these years, man. I mean, that is not natural, having that much light come through your eyes. And I feel like I don't know this, but I feel like it's frying your brain too, man. Like, that can't be good, bro. That can't be good for you. That light is not natural. You shouldn't be exposed to it for that long. So, remember that. Don't spend too much time on the screen, man. Don't spend too much time on gaming. And this one is not just about gaming, it's just about spending too much time on the screen, period. You know, sometimes just pick up a book, read something, get an audio book. Just, I don't know, if you're an artist, do your art, do something. Okay, go out there. Yeah, man, just take time from off the screen, okay? So, increased aggression. I don't know about this one. Some studies suggest a correlation between violent gaming and increased aggressive behavior, although the casual relationship is still debated. Yeah, true. I would actually lean towards more of the you're more of a less of a threat, I can say. Like, somehow it makes you more less aggressive. Let me put it in lighter terms, less aggressive. Okay, even in certain situations where you would need to be aggressive. Because I mean, let's be honest, man. This is real life, man. Sometimes, sometimes you're gonna need to be aggressive, especially if you're a guy. You're gonna need to be aggressive. And video games sometimes they kind of hinder that. They make you a bit weaker. I feel like it has to do with hormones, like you know, uh, your 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 estrogen and your testosterone hormones are just all over the place. So you don't even have that testosterone to be aggressive at times where you need it. You get what I'm saying? So again, some of these things you'll never recognize until you get off the games and you work out, eat more healthier, drink more water. Seriously, just those simple things, and you will notice that, like, whoa, whoa, this is what feeling good really feels like. Okay, some of these things, that's when you're gonna realize that, okay, I've been missing out on a lot actually. So, slide number 4, gaming and well-being, finding balance. Okay, a healthy routine. Integrating physical activity, social interactions, and a well balanced routine is essential for maintaining an overall well being. So, yeah, man, if you're a gamer, this is important, man. Always remember, man, your health, your physical health is really important. You gotta interact socially with other people, go out there, meet a stranger, talk to a stranger, be nice to people, be a decent human being, you know. Don't be just cooped up in your room, cooped up in the house, playing video games the whole day. I'm telling you, man, that's not gonna end up good for you. And for some people, it takes longer for them to recognize that it affects them. It affects them at a slower rate, so they never recognize it until it's too late. You know. In cases like this, sometimes I feel like it's better when the effects are more prominent and more quicker, so that you can do something about it as quickly as possible. You get what I'm saying? So by that I mean, when you start realizing the negative effects of gaming too much does to you, like those effects when they happen quicker, at least then you can actually do something about it. People that care about you can literally like tell you that, yo, bro, you're different nowadays. You're not as social and stuff like that. At least then you can make more of a difference. So just be careful, man. Basically, what I'm trying to say is be aware, man. Be aware. Because some of y'all, man, this stuff might be chipping away at you slowly. So you might not catch on to it until it's too late or too far gone. So be aware of that. So moderation is key. Enjoying gaming in moderation and setting time limits can help mitigate the negative effects while still benefiting from the positive effects. Yeah, that's true, man. And I've been thinking about this actually a lot. That when I actually maybe return to gaming, I'll probably have moderation for it. But it's still a debate, man. I'm not really sure if I really want to go back there anymore, man. But I mean, I do love gaming, man. It's been a huge part of my life, and it has positive effects. But I don't know, man. Just so much has happened, man. I feel like we actually need a separate video to actually go into the in depth of how it has personally affected me. So if you guys might be interested in that, man, comment down below, and yeah, we'll make something like that in the future. So carrying on, shared experiences. Gaming can be a bonding activity for families and friends, offering opportunities for shared experience and quality time together. True, man, true. I've also been in situations where um I was gaming, and then I game with like my family, they're all around the dinner, they're all around the living room, and we're gaming, and it's just fun, man. Like, you know, I enjoy those times, man. Those times were awesome, man. And if you're a gamer and you've experienced that, man, there's nothing better than that, you know. So, anyways, let's move on to slide number 5. The future of gaming. This is where it gets kind of scary, man. This is where it gets scary. Okay, virtual reality, VR headsets and stuff like that. Immersive gaming experience using VR technology will become more accessible, providing unprecedented levels of realism and engagement. That's what I'm trying to say also here, man. You see, these people, they're trying to emulate reality because deep down they know that, and you as a gamer, you also know that deep down, reality is better than any other game. Okay, you might not want to admit that, but deep down, you know. Deep down, you know. You know what I'm saying? Reality is better than any game, bro. And the reason why some of y'all are still gaming and stuff is because of low self-esteem, and in games you get to do things that you don't think you can do in real life. Let me tell you something, man. You can do anything that you want to do. You don't need a game, you don't need an avatar to do what you can do or what you think you can't do. Listen, it's all about the mindset. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, stop relying on some avatar to make things that you wished happened in reality. You yourself are your own avatar. Stand up and make your fantasy in real life a reality. Now, needless to say, I'm sure there's boundaries. You can't go out and freaking do some of the crazy stuff that are in video games. But just maybe the thing that you really admire about the some of the protagonists that you play with is the fact that they're confident. You know, the fact that they have this aura of masculinity, this aura of dominance. You can do that in real life. Maybe you like the fact that their physical appearance is good, or they can, they have good fitness or good stamina. You can gain that. You can do that for yourself in real life. Those things are possible in real life. So you can do that. Cloud gaming. Creating streaming games from the cloud will eliminate the need for high-end hardware, making gaming accessible to a wider audience on various devices. Yeah, this is still, in the far future, but it is gonna happen, man. It is gonna happen. Probably when our generation is a tad bit older, we have kids, families, and stuff like that. This will probably be a reality, maybe. You know, um, augmented reality (AR). So gaming experiences that blend virtual real world elements will continue to evolve, transforming how players interact with their environment. Yeah, almost like that one movie, Ready Player One, where they interact, you know, real life hardware with virtual hardware to make the experience that more real. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's gonna be crazy to see, man. It's exciting but also scary when you think about it. It's almost like when Elon Musk always talks about AI, he has this enthusiasm in his eyes, but you can tell that there's fear also. There's fear of how out of hand this can get if it is not done by the right people and by the people that actually care for human beings, not for their pockets. So yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. So gaming as a learning tool. So enhanced problem solving. Simulation games can provide a safe environment for learners to practice problem solving skills and explore complex scenarios. That's true, You can actually come up with a solution in a simulated environment, then take that solution, put it in the actual um, real life environment. So that's what I'm saying, man. Moderation, bro. Moderation. Wherever you are, moderate. If you're a gamer, just make sure that the time that you spend there is fixed and it doesn't affect, other things in your life. So creative thinking, building and designing games can foster creativity as it requires imagination, planning, and the ability to think outside the box. Yeah, true, man. The crazy thing is sometimes most of these people in these teams, where they create these really big AAA games, they're not really they're not really into gaming that much, you know? And that kind of baffles me. It's like, why are you creating something that you yourself don't want to participate in? Like, others is because of lack of knowledge, but others they're actually staying away from that because they know how out of hand that can get. And look at all these successful people, man. All these successful people owning these big gaming companies. They're not really, I mean, they're in tune with the business aspect of the games, but they're not really in tune with the game itself. You know what I mean? The creative process of the game, the gameplay, the story. They're not really that in tune with it. They're in tune with the more business side of it, the marketing side of it, the sales side of it. So sometimes you gotta ask yourself why, man, and just recalibrate some of the things in your life. All right. So, life skills development games that simulate real world experiences, such as managing resources or decision making, can help develop practical life skills. Yeah, true. Another benefit of video games there. And two more slides, and then yeah, man. It's this one has been really helpful, man. I've learned a lot from here, man, and I'm glad I got to share some of my experiences with games and stuff with you guys today. So gaming communities and esports. So gaming communities provide platforms for players to connect, share experiences, and foster a sense of belonging. Yeah, man, that's true, man. When you're a gamer and you meet a fellow gamer, it's, it's one of the most beautiful things ever, man. You know, um, One of the things that actually brought me and my best friend closer to each other is actually gaming, man. That's why I'll forever be grateful for that, man. Um, he's still gaming, but he never really had a problem with gaming that much. He's always been a disciplined dude. I, on the other hand, got a bit carried away. That's why I'm taking a break now. Trying to discipline myself in certain aspects. So yeah, man, that games can actually bring people together that are like-minded. Cause even though me and my best friend, one of the primary things that brought us together is games. We actually found out that we actually have um, more things that we're interested in. So sometimes, when you're with your gaming buddies, don't just talk about video games. Sometimes, just bring up something different. You know, See if you guys are actually, in tune with each other mentally, in tune with each other, in terms of how you all see the world. And you might be surprised, man. You might actually have some great friends, man. So, esports, everybody knows about esports. So, esports competitions have gained immense popularity, paving the way for professional gaming careers and challenging traditional notion of sports. So, esports is basically like gaming sports. So, you can be a professional, you can make tons of money off of this. Competition is super high though. But yeah, man, I'm actually glad that some of these things are around, so that people can actually make a living off this stuff. Carrying on, gaming and personal growth. So, gaming can help with your personal growth, but can also debilitate it. Um, yeah. So, gaming helps you with critical thinking, teamwork, and strategic planning. Personal growth, um, improved decision making, enhanced communication skills, and effective time management. These are the things that you can actually learn from gaming over time. You know, so um, yeah, that's my eighth and final slide, guys. Appreciate you guys joining me again. Hopefully, I'll see you all again. Uh, and as usual, before we end the videos, we always list three things that we're grateful for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and list mine, and you guys feel free to write yours in the comments. Okay, so number one for me is I'm grateful that video games exist. Number two, I'm grateful for all the experiences that I've learned from video games, painful and negative and positive. And three, um, I'm grateful for the genius minds that have come up with these beautiful um, video games. You know what I'm saying? Really grateful for them, and I'm glad they get to express themselves artistically through video games. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys, and hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Much love, guys. Thanks.